Hello, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you my latest addition. Yes, I didn't change anything about the way that I plan, I just added something. I now joined the world of pint-size planning. This is my passport-size traveler's notebook, and I went full-on bullet journal. I want to prove to myself that I can do bullet journaling in the smallest size available as far as traveler's notebooks are concerned. So guys, this is a passport size traveler's notebook. It is the color brown, and sometimes they also refer to the exact same one as the color tea. It came with a single elastic, and here on the closure elastic I have my little Galen leather charm that I received with my first Galen leather cover that I bought for my Hobonichi weeks at the time. And well, let me explain to you why it had to be a bicycle. I don't think I ever shared with you that I was an avid cycler. I was never very good at it, but I did enjoy it, and I did it every single day for many years. And I think my highlight, well, I don't think I know that my highlight was the year that I completed the Cape August cycle tour. It's just over 100 kilometers, and that cycle tour is world renowned, and it is presented in my country, and it's presented in my home city, the beautiful city of Cape Town. Inside, I also have my ruler. I have my pen in here. My pen lives in here. I don't bother with the pen loop. I've got quite a few options for pen loops. I tried them all, didn't like any, so my pen just lives in there. I must be honest, I will prefer to have that short little pen from the Travelers Company. I'll get that at a later stage. For now, I'm broke. Then I also have my Travelers Company brass clip, and I did cover it with a little bit of washi on the back. I will show you just now when we get there. And then, of course, I used this single elastic that it came with, and I joined two inserts together with that single elastic. As you can see there, I joined two books together with a single elastic, and then I added my third insert through the single elastic as well. So the elastic that I used to join the two books, I purchased from Travelers Company. That is how they came. And this insert is the number 14 insert. And as I said when I announced that this new edition was on its way, I said I was not sure about the grid size. I knew it was going to be dot grid and not my squares. That doesn't matter. I said I never knew the grid size. It was nowhere in the description, but it is on the packaging. So it is 5 millimeter. The dot grid is 5 millimeter, which is exactly what I like to use. So insert number 1 and insert number 3, I did exactly as I said I might end up doing in my previous video. I said I may take these. These are standard size inserts from Good InkPressions, and I said I may cut them down, which I did. Here are the sections that was cut away. Let me show you. There we go. This is how I had to have it cut. I asked them to first cut the bottom section off before they cut this bit off. That way I have a lovely little notebook that I can use, because these have 120 and 160 pages. So these make two lovely little notebooks that I can use on this side. And yeah, let me show you how I set it up. As I said, I went full on bullet journal method in this little baby. I want to prove to myself that it can be done and that I can do it. So in here I have, I use my logo as my nameplate. And then I start my first insert with my word for 2022, which is align. This year I align myself with what I say is important to me. Now, the mere fact that I have a passport-sized traveler's notebook in my hand is absolute proof that I am aligning myself with what it is that I say that I want. I said that I want control over my finances, and I said that I want to have a life. So this is about the rest of my life, not just work. And this is anything but work. This is my index. So next up, I have my future log. Before I went into the future log, I just reminded myself what it is that Ryder Carroll says the bullet journal method is. Before we go into my future log, I just wanted to remind myself what the bullet journal method is all about. As Ryder Carroll says, the bullet journal method is a mindfulness practice disguised as a productivity system. He then also says the bullet journal method helps you to track the past, order the present, and plan the future. And this is just a reminder what it is that I'm doing here. So we are now in the month of May in 2022. I have to say, each insert that I purchased from Good InkPressions came with a little page dot on the first page of each one, and they're all different. I feel that this is such a beautiful little gesture of the owner to include a little page dot. So I'll be using this one on the side here to indicate which row I'm in currently. So I started with May 2022, and I prepared my future log for the rest of 2022, and then I left room for my word of the year for 2023. Since I have no idea what it's going to be, I just left some room here. And then also I prepared my future log for the entire 2023. The reason why I did this is I have absolutely no idea how many pages I'll be using per month. I'm not doing a weekly spread in this planner. There's no use for a weekly spread in my personal life. I cannot do my business planning without, or my work planning without a weekly spread. There it is absolutely vital. Before we get to the rapid log, I just want to explain. I don't want to carry my standard size traveler's notebook with me all the time when I go out for just a coffee with a friend. Since I now have an assistant, I can leave my office more often. I don't have to wait for a client to come and pick up, or send someone to come and pick up, or wait for a courier to bring a parcel. I can now move because there's always someone here. So I may not always want to carry my entire planner, and I don't always want to be reminded of work when I go out. So I decided that from my future log in here, I will pull dates, because in this future log, which is a printable by Anthology Notes, if someone perhaps can help me with their new name. I was looking to link it in a previous video, but I cannot find them on Etsy anymore. They used to be called Anthology Notes, and this is a wonderful printable that I got from them. It's dated, and in here are all the dates when certain projects should be started, when they should be halfway, when they should be done. All those work are also scheduled here amongst timed appointments. Now, all I wanted to do was to remove timed appointments so that I always have them handy, work, life, everything, because I still am just one person who needs to get all of these things done, and I cannot be in two places at the same time. So I decided that all my dates must live here. So that is why I do find a need for the future log. Then I also want to share with you that I did set up this insert. I did try in one of these inserts by the Travelers Company, and I wanted to do it this way. And I thought for, as a matter of completeness sake, I wanted to include the entire year. And this is where we are now in May. And I don't mind, I mean, the look of it, I think it's gorgeous. I love it. But it does not help me when the dates are not in sequence here, because something may come up for the 6th, and then something may come up for the 1st, and then something may come up for the 31st. I did try my best. It's not that I didn't try. And that's when I decided that I will take these ones, cut them down, then I have more pages, and I will draw my little squares, and I'll be a happy chappy. Now we get to my rapid log, and in this planner, I can rapid log. Rapid logging in here, I find to be extremely helpful, whereas I cannot rapid log in my work planner. Rapid logging there, simply don't do it for me. So I started my rapid log here, and then I found that the length of the page is not very user-friendly for rapid logging. And here's a vital tip and a lesson that I learned from practicing before I purchased my passport size. I did practice a little bit. I wanted to be sure that I'll be able to sustain myself in this size. So I drew out the size of the passport insert and then experienced with it a little bit. Here's the challenge. I drew it out on the top part of the page. So when I came to the bottom part here, when I wrote, my hand was still on the insert. I should have drawn it out so that the bottom of the page is also the bottom of the insert, because now you are just over half and then your hand is already hanging off. So this was really a concern to me. I had a fright because it's almost as if only at this point did I realize how extremely short these pages are. So I just used my whiteout, and if you look carefully, you can see that I did. It doesn't matter. It's my bullet journal. I can do it this way. I went back to some of my old stickers that I have left. I don't have many, just a few. And I found this one there. And since I loved New York City so much when we were there, I thought, why not? Let me start off by decorating a page here. So guys, here is my rapid log. I just put the month there and I started logging. Then I realized I write short sentences here, so I divided the page in two so that I can just use it like this. And if the month of June starts when I'm over here, I'll just put a little thingy in here that says June, and I'll just continue. And when I finish something, I will highlight it. I will not scratch it out, because I want to see at a later stage, come back and read when it was done and what it is that was done. So I don't want to just scratch anything out. And when I got to this stage, I really realized something. I made a discovery. Do you know that if you turn the book this way around, let me show you, I did make markings here in my planner. If you turn it this way, you have the entire page except for 6 rows. You lose 6 rows on top there. From the 7th row, you have them all, ne? So apart from those 6 rows, and also you gain 4 squares when you turn your passport size portrait. So I found that this is really amazing, because you only lose that little bit, but you get a little bit of width. And this makes it feel like much bigger than what it really is. So this way I can stay in this without being irritated by the size of the page, because I'm not one of those people who have a desperate need to fill an insert up quickly. That's not what this is about. For me, it's not about finishing inserts. For me, it is about the function that the insert have in my system or in my life. So I find this to be extremely helpful, and especially when I show you my financial insert, you'll see exactly what I mean. Now in the back of this insert, I have a few sticky notes, and also I have a little corner pocket. that I just stuck in there so that I can maybe put my broken stencil in there or anything else that I might want to carry there. But I don't want to carry this. I do have my little yellow ruler in the back there. So this is then my future log and my rapid log that I have in here. This is the insert that I never had in my other planner. This is my collections insert. This is new to me. I'm not used to having collections. That's got nothing to do with work. So this is very new to me. I also decided to do it this way, to turn the book portrait. And then there's my index, which I must still complete. I start off with my zone cleaning. Now, the way that my zone cleaning work is I have a certain number of zones in my house. A zone may be when in our bathroom we have twin basins. Each basin also have a drawer. So zone 1 might be those 2 drawers. And then zone 2 might be the 2 bedside tables. Zone 3 might be the 2 chests of drawers that we have in our bedroom. A certain zone may also be the 4 cabinets on top of my kitchen sink, or another zone may be the food cupboard. Another zone, definitely one of my zones, which I had to go and add in as part of my zone cleaning. Otherwise, I completely forget about it. And I don't know, I can't defend why it works for me here, is our emergency file. To once a year or twice a year, go back to the emergency file and just make sure that I have the latest of everything in the emergency file. And the purpose of that file is, should both my husband and myself maybe evaporate overnight and we cannot speak, or we evaporated, then our one and only, our daughter, just needs that one file. In there is every single thing that she needs to do what needs to be done. Then what I also want to do is I want to then have a tracker for zone cleaning. So I want to number the zones, and then I want to indicate what must be done in which month, and then I can just indicate if it's done. I may even do it on a sticky note in here. I'm not sure. Then I have my wish list and gifting. Then I have my projects. This is a little project that I want to start on after this winter. We are now in fall, moving towards winter in Cape Town, South Africa. This is going to be where I list our favorite dishes so that I don't run out of ideas for food. And that's how far I came with my collections section. I want to start a section for reading, because I follow Sarah Cannon's channel, Heart Breathings, and I've been following it for a long time. I'm not into the genres that she writes, but then I found that she's got the Fair Hope series. And I found these on Amazon, and I downloaded them on my Kindle. And now I'm reading some of Sarah's work, which is I'm just so thrilled. So I just want to write it down, because I never remember the name of that series. Every time I have to switch on the Kindle to see what it is. So this insert will grow, and I just decided, I don't know why, as a safety net, in the back of my collections and reference booklet, I also have my routines and trackers. So I worked from the back, and I have my evening routine and my morning routine. I have my daily tracking sequence. I have my word for the year align, and then my weekly planning and review method that I follow, together with my monthly checklist. And I just put them in here with washi tape, very easy to remove or change whenever I feel the need to. And here is, as I said before, the reason why I have this little passport planner, because of the financial insert that I need to carry with me. Let me first show you this. on the back of my brass clip, I just took some washi tape and I just stuck some washi tape on it because this piece of brass was, just too much for me. And I just put some washi tape there. And if I'm, over it, or if I want a different washi tape, then I can just remove it and put other washi tape there. But that's my gorgeous brass clip. It really helps me a great deal because this is where I'm logging transactions. So it's always right here. If I didn't have time to log the transaction, I'll just clip my slip in here and then I will log it and then do with the slip what needs to be done. But let me show you what I did here. I have, for starters, I have my Dave Ramsey baby steps. This is just a guide. I follow it loosely, but I do follow it. And then when I did this spread, what is important in 2020, I forgot that I wanted to portrait my book, to turn it portrait style. So I did this right afterwards, but this was supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But then again, it's my book and it doesn't matter. And the purpose of this spread is I just want to remind myself for 2022 and 2023, when is the car license due? When is the TV license due? When is our driver's licenses, which needs to be renewed every 5 years? When is that due? There are certain things that's not on a monthly budget that needs to be on a calendar somewhere, and I need those to live here. So I'll come and do that here. Now, these are my budgets for the month of May and June. My month end is on the 20th of each month, which simply means that I'm already in June. On the 21st of May, I already moved into June. I'll show you my spreads properly now. I already set up July because I always make sure that I'm 1 month ahead, but this really works very well for me. It's extremely user-friendly when I turn my book. So as with planning, I need this spread. And on this spread, I do indicate to myself exactly when funds are going in and out of our accounts. This is very important. I cannot work without a spread like this. And I can't have it in any other format. My brain needs to see it exactly like this. Then I have 3 budgets. Sounds complicated, but this is what I need. This is my personal budget. My income, according to our compensation plan, with the company that I'm with, comes from more than one place. So I have 4 income streams. I list them out, and that is when the next ones will be coming in. Then I tell myself, how do I apply this money? Where does it go? What must I put where and why? And then I also made a little sticky note that I left here for myself. Now I must start to work on my sinking funds, and I can do that right over here. There's more than enough room. So that's my personal budget. That's how much I earned. Where is it going? Okay. And then I have my business budget. Everything that happens in my business, the money that I earn, the company puts into my business account. My clients pay into my business account. From that account, I purchase all the products that I purchase to sell. But then I need stationery and I need this and that and the other thing and paper for the printer, whatever. Those are expenses for my business, and I keep it all here in my business account. But I do have debit orders. I pay for Canva. I pay for Invoice Simple, which is the invoicing app that I use. I pay for Netflix, iCloud, and then for the Wi-Fi and my cell phone bill. That's what my business must pay for. Everything that I purchase, I will log here, my expenses throughout the month. And also I need to start with my sinking funds for my business over here, because Black Friday is coming up and I need to definitely have funds available for Black Friday so that I can take advantage of everything that Black Friday brings in my business, in my trade. And then there is the budget for our house, our home budget for my husband and myself. everything that needs to get paid, and then where the money is going to come from to cover that amount. So which monies will he be contributing, which monies will I be contributing, and that's it. Then I log our expenses. So that's why I said I'm currently, my pen lives here, where I log our expenditure. Yeah, my pen lives here, and then I just close it up. So before I go there, I did the same in here. I put a few sticky notes in here, and then I put another corner pocket in the back of this book, and my little ruler lives there. And quite frankly, I don't mind that it sticks out a little bit. I kind of like that it sticks out a little bit. And then when I close it all up, I will just go back to where I need to be. I need to be right there, so that when I need to log a transaction, it's there, and my pen will go to where my rapid log is. So guys, I hope that I was in frame for most of this video, and I know there's all these shadows over here, but it is dark outside. There's no way I can do this without all this artificial lighting. This video is much longer than what I hoped it to be. I would like to thank you if you are still here. And if you are still here and you did not subscribe to my channel yet, please do so. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. I'm a happy planner, and I'm a happy pint-sized planner now. Until next time, wherever you are in the world, keep safe.